A production fee was paid to WBBZ-TV from the Erie County Agricultural Society for this special presentation, with sponsorship from Milk for Health and Paula's Donuts. It's time for Fair Day Live, with everything you need to know about the Erie County Fair, with interesting people, places, and events at the Hamburg Fairgrounds. With that and more surprises, here's Liz Mantell.
And welcome to another day of Fair Day Live. I don't know what's going to happen in today's show. I'm going to be very honest with you right now. We do have some entertainment here. You can hear it. We're also going to see how you can help donate to the Ag Scholarship. And of course, we're going to get some food in as well. But let's start with what's going on today at the fair. We've got the firefighter honor ceremony today, 6 p.m. outside the Fireman's Building. Kevin Herzog is our honoree today. He's from the Twin District Fire Department. Flag retreat honoree of the day, that happens at 6:30 at Slade Park. That's Robert Persichetti. He was in the Navy from 1942 to 1945. Again, both great ceremonies that you can come out and watch. The band's there as well. We've got the beef show today, the Youth Live Expo. I messed that up. Livestock Expo, 11:30 a.m. in the Livestock Arena. He'll be the skinny German juggle boy. He's in the family entertainment complex. Also free hands-on CPR training from the OSEA in the Fireman's Building. And the free show tonight, The Guess Who, 7:30 p.m. in the Buffalo News Grandstand. ecfair.org is where you go to get your tickets. You can save a couple of bucks by doing that. $17 when you buy them at ecfair.org. $20 at the gate with a credit card. Kids 12 and under are free. We've got free parking. And at ecfair.org is where you can get all the coupons and the schedule of events where you're going to see these two guys who you might not even need an introduction. We've got Matt and Gareth, buckets and boards, and you guys play, obviously. You all right there?
Did you smash your face in?
So we know that you can sing. There's obviously buckets involved.
Yes. Correct.
What is your show? We've got Matt and Gareth, by the way.
Hello. Yes.
What is your show all about?
We do a comedy percussion show.
Oh, you guys are funny.
Yeah, so basically everything revolves around comedy, but it is a comedy percussion show. We drum on buckets, we tap dance, we play squeaky toy symphony.
That's right.
Ooh.
We do a little bit of everything. We sing, so it's not just like drum. Well, the fair show's pretty drum.
Now, you said before the show, this is only your third fair, so what were you doing before the fair circuit?
Well, we've done 12 years where we've headlined for Disney Cruise Lines.
Oh.
So, yeah, and then we kind of tour all over.
Yeah, we do a summer season at a theater in Branson, Missouri. We've done 14 seasons of a full 2-hour stage show. We go around playing with different symphonies, and we started touring our Performing Arts Center show the last 5 years, and so we travel all over the country.
Yeah.
And you guys actually, I'm going to step over here so I don't have to keep going back and forth.
Oh.
You guys actually met in Branson, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
What were you doing when you met?
We were working at a horse show called Dolly Parton's Stampede, and I was a hillbilly comedian, and Matt was he came in as a trick rider on horses.
I did flips on horses,
Oh, no
and
way.
then I had to talk in a radio voice for no reason.
Oh,
Yeah, he was the
okay.
announcer in the show for a long
Yeah.
time, and we did that for so long it became redundant.
Yeah.
It was just a lot. I did 5,000 shows of that same thing. And so in between shows, we started teaching each other
Yep.
stuff. I taught him how to tap dance. He taught me how to drum, and we started street performing and just had so much fun doing that we were like, we got to figure out a way to make this what we do.
And we didn't, so what's fun now is we don't smell like barnyard animals anymore. But if you come to the fair, you can see us right next to the barnyard
I
animals.
was gonna say, this week you might. All right, can we get just a little, let's just see pick one thing.
You want to do this one?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
See what we got.
I'll leave it this way so it's still on camera.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I can see the enticement in that and how much fun it is. But how do you pitch this to somebody? Like, listen, I got a great idea. We were going to tour. Everyone's going to love it.
Luckily, we only had to pitch it to each other.
Correct.
But when you booked your first show.
That's true. Yeah.
Our show is a kind of see it to believe it to understand it. So really getting it in front of people, putting out a promo video that really showed the depth of all the different things.
Because it is an interesting take to be like, here's what we do in our show, and sometimes, so like we have another number we could do if you want to see it.
Yes.
But we play flutes in our noses.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you say that, people are like, I don't know if I want to see it. But once you see it, you go, oh, that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, they go, I don't want to see it, but please do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. I
You wanna do
want to
that
see
one?
it. Yeah, I want to see it, of course.
All right.
That's a big flute.
We recently did this with the Kansas City Symphony, so imagine that while you're watching.
All right, who was like, hey, I got an idea.
That
What
was
if?
him.
That was you.
I said that's too much. That's terrible.
Well, I grew up my whole life playing Happy Birthday, every birthday for every family member. With my nose, and so I came to Gareth before our first show. We were 2 weeks before opening, and we were still going, I don't know, and now that's like one of our staple numbers that everybody's like, we love the nose flute.
Well, I can imagine that. Obviously, this is a very family-friendly show. I
For
bet
sure.
The kids love that.
Yeah.
So when you're pitching it, you're like, you have to come see our show. What's like your pitch? Like, come see, we've got this, we've got this. What can people expect?
Percussion, rhythm, beatboxing.
It's very high energy, family friendly, audience participation type stuff.
Yeah.
So it's very interactive as well.
And you guys are on the Avenue of Flag stage.
Correct.
Stage. I can't talk today,
Yeah.
so I'm glad you guys. The Avenue of
over
Flag
there.
stage. It's
Avenue
over there.
of Flag stage.
Avenue of Flags.
I like the way he said it earlier. The Avenue of Flags Performing Arts Center.
I think we should change the name to that. We've
Hey.
had some pretty impressive people come through there.
Oh, and no kidding. Just yesterday, seeing the family band there and
Yeah.
Banachek doing the mind games. It's unreal, man.
A lot of art, for sure.
Yeah.
When are your performances?
We are every day at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock.
That's right.
Awesome. All right, do you have one more thing that you can do? We have about a minute left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that one.
All right, okay.
Here we go!
To be in one of your planning sessions. All right, Matt and Gareth, Avenue of Flags, 2 and 7. Matt, you wanted to take us out. You wanted to do the
Oh,
outro,
do
right?
I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for watching Fair Day Live. We'll see you next time.
Fair Day Live continues after this.
The Erie County Fair has something for everyone. For the foodie, for the moments, for the races, for the dancers, for the animals, for the thrills, for the crashes, for the best 12 days of summer. Visit the Erie County Fair August 9th through 20th. Buy your tickets at ecfair.org.
Start your day the Paula's way. Whether you're on your way to the fair or another hometown summer destination, take the great taste of Paula's with you. Donuts, pastries, bagels, beverages, sandwiches, and more. We're family owned and operated. Paula's products are made fresh, the old-fashioned way. Voted #1 by Buffalo Spree Magazine. Paula's Donuts, made with love. In Tonawanda, Williamsville, West Seneca, and Larkinville in Buffalo. Get the sweet details at paulasdonuts.com.
Imagine a world without milk. It would be a tragic, tasteless existence. After all, With no cheese, how would anyone know when to smile? With no milk, why would anyone want to? But there is hope. Your Western New York dairy farmers are committed to providing the most wholesome, delicious milk products possible, returning smiles to tables and order in the universe.
So, everyone's okay with a cow in the house?
Milk for health. The guys with the cows.
Stop by the WBBZ-TV gazebo next to the historical building at the Erie County Fair. Make a $1 donation to Prevention Focus and spin to win the Wheel of Summer Fun, where everyone wins, making safe and healthy happen for hometown kids. With support from Babcia's Pierogi, Salvatore's Pizza, Stolat Restaurant, and Chef's Restaurant. Look for the WBBZ-TV gazebo at the Erie County Fair, August 9th through the 20th.
Welcome back to Fair Day Live.
Of course, the foundation of the fair is agriculture and teaching kids where food comes from. But a lot of the kids in the fair that are participating know a lot more than we do. And it all is because of what happens here at the fair. And the scholarship fund, too. And one of the ways that you can donate to the scholarship fund is take part in the auction. With us here, we have Duke Dygert. Thank you so much for being here today.
Well, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, normally we have your daughter Kirby on the show, but
Right.
she is actually out because you are a grandfather.
Yeah, she's out on maternity, and we're just living the life now. It's great.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
great.
It's awesome.
Pretty soon he'll be in 4-H, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So you run the auction, right? Yeah, you're the voice of the auction.
Well, there's a lot of volunteers
Lot of
that
people,
run the
but yeah.
auction, but I am one of the auctioneers that volunteers his time. And there's a whole team of us that volunteer to raise money for the kids for their projects.
So kind of tell us, for people that maybe have never been to an auction like this, how does this work? Like they're like, you know what, this sounds like a lot of fun. I think I might want to participate. What do they need to know?
Sure. Well, they need to know, first of all, what they're there to buy. I mean, there's multiple species, so it's what you may be interested in. Chickens, rabbits, turkeys, hogs, lambs, steers. Those would be the majority of them. So they need to find out on the schedule when those specific species may be selling, and then be present for that.
So can you bid? You have to be there, or can you bid online?
You can bid. There are multiple ways. You can bid online, you can bid on the phone, and you can bid in person.
So as an auctioneer, it's your job to obviously get the people to bid, and you do that special voice. That's how it sounds, right? You know.
Sure.
But is it when you're doing that, are you trying to get people to bid, or are you just there to monitor?
Oh no, most definitely we're trying to entice them to bid, make the experience fun, establish the price, and then raise the price and have some camaraderie and some fun bidding, kind of a friendly competition, so to speak, between several buyers, which is what ultimately helps the kids raise more money.
So these kids, they've been raising the animals. This is their chance to not only make their money back, but also make money to go to school and to help with all of that. So what does it mean to you to be there to kind of like help with all of that?
Oh, it's the best. It's one of the greatest things. Gives me the most pleasure of all the things I do all year long. It's to know, what the end result is and what we're helping achieve and accomplish is the ultimate.
Do you remember the highest that that there was a bid that you were auctioneering?
Oh my goodness.
That's a hard question.
That is a hard question. I mean, there's some that have sold very high, which is, it's kind of crazy, but it's all about the competition and the fun, and actually today the competition, the kids can be pretty competitive, and if they want to compete at the top level, a lot of times they end up spending probably more money for their project to get started than what would make a lot of sense. So then they have to work harder, get out and solicit some serious buyers that can help them achieve a number that will actually bring them back some profit.
So you've been at the fair for a while now, but how long have you been an auctioneer?
Well, I was asked this question not long ago, the other night actually. I did some more volunteer work at another fair, and I went back home, did a little research, and about 38 years ago I went to auction school, and I've been volunteering and working this auction for 36 plus.
Wow. So you actually go to school to become an auctioneer?
Yes, I had a very good friend that I worked for in the auction business, and he tragically passed away at a young age, and we got involved with his wife and helped her out run her company for a few years. So my wife and I went to school and learned the trade, and then started working it from there. Obviously
you can't give all the secrets, but how are auctioneers able to talk so fast and make sense?
Well, that's an ongoing art, and it's something they actually teach you in school. They teach you how to chant and how to use fill words in between your numbers, and then you just have to, practice makes perfect. You just do lots of it and hopefully get better and smoother at it.
So we know that there are several different auctions that are going to be going on depending on the species, but when does the auction get started? When do you get started with the whole thing?
Now that's an answer
a good
I
question,
should
right?
have.
You know what? You know what the answer is? ecfair.org. That's where you can get the full schedule.
I think it's around noon, isn't it?
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Yeah,
ecfair.org.
ecfair.org. You can get all the information, but it will be Saturday, and we'll have all the species in succession.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
you're
Duke,
very
for
welcome.
coming on the show. We'll be right back.
Fair Day Live continues after this.
The Erie County Fair has something for everyone. For the foodie, for the moments, for the races, for the dancers, for the animals, for the thrills, for the crashes, for the best 12 days of summer. Visit the Erie County Fair August 9th through 20th. Buy your tickets at ecfair.org.
Start your day the Paula's way. Whether you're on your way to the fair or another hometown summer destination, take the great taste of Paula's with you. Donuts, pastries, bagels, beverages, sandwiches, and more. We're family owned and operated. Paula's products are made fresh, the old-fashioned way. Voted #1 by Buffalo Spree magazine. Paula's Donuts, made with love. In Tonawanda, Williamsville, West Seneca, and Larkinville in Buffalo. Get the sweet details at paulasdonuts.com.
Imagine a world without milk. It would be a tragic, tasteless existence. After all, with no cheese, how would anyone know when to smile? With no milk, why would anyone want to? But there is hope. Your Western New York dairy farmers are committed to providing the most wholesome, delicious milk products possible, returning smiles to tables and order in the universe.
So, everyone's okay with a cow in the house?
Milk for Health. The guys with the cows.
Stop by the WBBZ-TV gazebo next to the historical building at the Erie County Fair. Make a $1 donation to Prevention Focus and spin to win the Wheel of Summer Fun, where everyone wins, making safe and healthy happen for hometown kids. With support from Babcia's Pierogi, Salvatore's Pizza, Stolat Restaurant, and Chef's Restaurant. Look for the WBBZ-TV gazebo at the Erie County Fair, August 9th through the 20th.
Welcome back to Fair Day Live.
Well, every year I try and get their secrets because it's one of the most popular vendors here at the Erie County Fair. But alas, I just have to eat it, and hopefully one day they'll give me the secrets. We had a chance to catch up with the Crafted Cob earlier. Let's take a look. All right, it's time for another new food item at the fair this year, and the Crafted Cob, which is also another booth that always has a line. We've got Megan. I know, we do always have a line. And it's because you think the fair, growing up for me, the fair was going and getting the Boy Scout corn, which is just plain corn dipped in butter. But you guys really elevate that, and people seem to love it. How many different varieties of corn do you have this year?
I think we're at 10.
10. You're like, what 10 things could you put on corn? A lot. We're about to find out. All right,
Yeah.
2 new items. Let's hear about them.
Let's hear about them. All right, so we have a sweet and a savory option. So the sweet option is going to be the unicorn on the cob, which is going to be a vanilla custard base topped with all of our childhood favorite Fruity Pebbles.
Dessert corn.
Dessert corn, yep, you got it. And then our savory option is going to be a little bit spicy, a little bit sweet, a little bit savory. It's the Fair Ribian corn, our take on a Caribbean style street corn. And that's got a jerk aioli base with fresh mango salsa and a bit of coconut cream drizzle on it.
Oh my goodness. You really just go all out, don't you? You never, all right.
If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
All right, so here we go. We gotta try them, right? We have to try them. All right, so this is the Faribian. Did you work longer on the recipe or the name? What came to you first?
The name.
The name. It's like, how can we build off of this? All right, here we go. Here we go. It's in my hair. It's in my hair. Yep, there's the heat. The heat is building. That is good. The cilantro helps. There's the heat building again. Hold on a second. Let me get my boba tea.
Hey, our customers asked for spicy, so we came to deliver.
Absolutely, that's what you want from the fair sometimes.
Yep.
There's corn in my teeth. There's corn in my teeth.
It's okay, we still love you.
Thank you. I got it out. All right, so now let's try. All right, Fruity Pebbles on corn on the cob.
Yep, it's gonna be...
Sometimes I wonder what you guys do at home, honestly. All right, here we go.
Better than you expect.
How does it work?
It works. Make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense. That is so good.
It's so good.
Honestly,
It brings you right to your childhood dinner table eating.
yeah, my parents fed me cereal for dinner every night.
Yeah. No.
The Fruity Pebbles, I don't know why it works.
It works. It's so good.
We say this every year.
I know.
I don't know how it works. All right, where are you guys located this year?
Same as always. We're across from the Grandstand ticket office, right next to Dirty Bird and Slider City.
I made a mess. I don't know if you want to look at
We
this.
have extra napkins, I promise.
All right, thank you so much. Make sure you check out Crafted Cob. It's delicious. All right, when we come back, we have more deliciousness to devour. We'll be right back.
Fair Day Live continues after this.
The Erie County Fair has something for everyone. For the foodie, for the moments, for the races, for the dancers, for the animals, for the thrills, for the crashes, for the best 12 days of summer. Visit the Erie County Fair August 9th through 20th. Buy your tickets at ecfair.org.
Start your day the Paula's way. Whether you're on your way to the fair or another hometown summer destination, take the great taste of Paula's with you. Donuts, pastries, bagels, beverages, sandwiches, and more. We're family owned and operated. Paula's products are made fresh, the old-fashioned way. Voted #1 by Buffalo Spree Magazine. Paula's Donuts, made with love. In Tonawanda, Williamsville, West Seneca, and Larkinville in Buffalo. Get the sweet details at paulasdonuts.com.
Imagine a world without milk. It would be a tragic, tasteless existence. After all, with no cheese, how would anyone know when to smile? With no milk, why would anyone want to? But there is hope. Your Western New York dairy farmers are committed to providing the most wholesome, delicious milk products possible, returning smiles to tables and order in the universe.
So, everyone's okay with a cow in the house?
Milk for health. The guys with the cows.
Stop by the WBBZ-TV gazebo next to the historical building at the Erie County Fair. Make a $1 donation to Prevention Focus and spin to win the Wheel of Summer Fun, where everyone wins, making safe and healthy happen for hometown kids. With support from Babcia's Pierogi, Salvatore's Pizza, Stolat Restaurant, and Chef's Restaurant. Look for the WBBZ-TV gazebo at the Erie County Fair, August 9th through the 20th.
Welcome back to Fair Day Live.
All right, we're back with another fan favorite at the fair. We've got Mr. Stickies and Sue. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was like, can we get Mr. Stickies on, please? Because I need to eat all of this food. And so they said, yeah, we'll bring her on.
Well, you can't rush perfection.
You can't. No, you can't. All right, so obviously we've got some sticky buns here. Let's just kind of roll down the different options that people have when they come to your booth.
We have the cinnamon bun, which is how all the buns start out.
Okay.
And then we have a peanut butter or a cream cheese icing to go on any of the buns. That's why they're on the side.
Yum.
This is the original or the regular Mr. Sticky.
Uh-huh.
And this is our walnut sticky.
Yum. I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than that, but also much tastier. But I also see, I don't remember you bringing these last time.
No, I did not.
So
we have the Oreo frappe with whip.
Okay.
We have the caramel cold brew, and we
Okay.
have 3 options of creamer for it.
Okay.
Or milk.
Okay.
And then we have our peach tea, and we made this one with unsweet tea, so it's not overpowering.
Okay, well, first of all, I need to sample this one. I actually had friends text me the other day. They were like, I had the frappe from Mr. Sticky, and I'm contemplating a second one. So that's where they were in their fair day. I mean, it's delicious.
And it's coffee wake up.
It is. All right, now caramel, now there's no cream, but this caramel cold brew.
Yes, it's smooth.
And
it takes 24 hours to brew because it's cold water, everything.
And cold brew is different than iced coffee.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, cold brew, you don't have the bitterness, you don't have the acidity.
Correct.
Look at me, we're gonna turn this into a Java corner. Delicious.
Even without cream.
Even without, you don't need the cream.
No,
you really
you don't.
Because again, oftentimes people put cream in their coffee to take away that little bite.
Yes.
And you don't need that.
This one has salted caramel in it.
It's delicious.
You know, it just gives it that tiny bit of flavor without all the extra.
Without all the extra. And this is unsweetened peach
tea.
Refreshing. You know what I like about that? You can
On a hot
actually
day.
you can actually taste the tea.
Yes.
Is what I like about that.
It's brewed on site every day.
I'm loving everything. All right. What's the one that sells the best?
The original Mr. Sticky.
Yeah, just that's what they
Yeah,
want.
it sells the quickest, but we go in spurts. Whichever one we have the least of sells the quickest.
All right, I have to try it. I've never had
course.
this before. This is my first time ever having this.
And this fresh out of the oven?
It's good because it's breakfast and you brought coffee. Like, you're
That's
the perfect
right.
guest. Where are you located?
We are right up there by Slade Park, across from historical building.
You can't miss it. All right, Sue, thank you so much for bringing all
You're
this
very
in.
welcome.
You're not going to be around when I eat all 6 of these.
You have to share.
But I will do it. All right, Sue, thank you so much. Make sure you stop and see Sue at Mr. Sticky's and pick one up. And let's get a full rundown of what is going on at the fair today, because after you eat this, you got to walk it off, right? You got to go do things. And I've got some great things for you to do. We've got our 2 ceremonies tonight. The firefighter honor ceremony outside the Firemen's Building at 6 p.m. Our honoree today is Kevin Herzog from the Twin District Fire Department. And then at 6:30, we head down to Slade Park for the flag retreat ceremony. Our honoree of the day is Robert Persichetti. I want to make sure I get that right. He was in the Navy from 1942 to 1945. Again, these are 2 great ceremonies. The Erie County Fair All-Star Band is there to play as well, so we definitely suggest that you come and check one of those out tonight. 11:30 a.m. in the Livestock Arena, we've got the Beef Show, and you can get a full list of everything that's going on at the fair today, plus get your tickets before you come to the fair, all at ecfair.org. And we are back again tomorrow morning for another Fair Day Live, 8:30 on WBBZ-TV and the Erie County Fair Facebook page. We'll see you then.
A production fee was paid to WBBZ-TV from the Erie County Agricultural Society for this special presentation, with sponsorship from Milk for Health and Paula's Donuts.